We have an absolutely stunning turn of events today. A veritable treasure trove of impeachment-related documents have been released by the House Intelligence Committee, and they include among them text messages exposing that Donald Trump's lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, had his now indicted henchman putting Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch under physical surveillance outside and around the embassy in Ukraine. Check out some of these examples. These are text messages between Robert Hyde, a landscaper turned lobbyist who has donated a bunch of money to Trump and is running for some position in Connecticut, although we expect that will be wrapping up pretty soon. He was once arrested at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort and brought to a medical facility for a psych eval. He seems to have been coordinating with Lev Parnas, one of Rudy Giuliani's henchmen, around physical surveillance of Ambassador Marie Yovanovitch. Still trying to sort it all out. Check out some of these text messages. This is Robert Hyde texting Lev Parnas. That address I sent you checks out. It's next to the embassy. They are willing to help if you would like a price, suggesting that he's talking to people near the embassy who, for a price, can do whatever it is Rudy wants done to the ambassador. Later texting update, she will not be moved. Special security unit upgraded force on the compound. People are already aware of the situation. My contacts are asking, what is the next step? Because they cannot keep going to check. People will start asking questions. Another one makes it seem as though they are continuing to track Yovanovitch's real-time movements. Quote, she's next to the embassy, not in the embassy. Private security, been there since Thursday. There's more. They will let me know when she's on the move, and they'll let me know when she's on the move. Perfect. I mean, where if they can find out? Correcting that last text message. So we've confirmed that when the State Department said there were threats to Marie Yovanovitch's security, they were right. She was being followed around. It just so happens it was Donald Trump's people through his lawyer and his lawyer's henchmen that were following around Marie Yovanovitch. There are assertions that they had a plan for some kind of physical violence, although those are merely assertions at this point in time. It almost seems like Rudy Giuliani should have been arrested, or at minimum at this point, forced to come in to answer questions about this, and undoubtedly should be part of the upcoming Senate impeachment trial. And this is just one piece of what they have. There is reportedly audio. There is reportedly video that is available with further incriminating evidence regarding what was going on with Marie Yovanovitch. Republicans want to keep all of this stuff out of the upcoming Senate impeachment trial. Of course, it should all be in the Senate impeachment trial, and we will see ultimately what happens, because the United States is being run like the mob. Donald Trump is president. He wants to bribe and extort Ukraine into publicly smearing Joe Biden. But there's problems. So Donald Trump says, let's fix those problems. He gets Rudy Giuliani, his personal attorney, who has no government role, not confirmed by the Senate, not elected to anything. He gets Rudy Giuliani to do the dirty work. Rudy Giuliani then says, okay, let's hire some henchmen. He brings in Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman and says Marie Yovanovitch is a problem. Rudy has publicly admitted that he worked to get Marie Yovanovitch out of the way. That's his phraseology, not mine. So Lev Parnas says, I know what to do. Let's get physical surveillance put on Marie Yovanovitch, like the mob, through this guy, Robert Hyde, who has an insane history, and they are tracking her. They're following her around. They seemingly are plotting something not okay to do to an ambassador. We can say that with certitude at this point, even if we don't have more details. The mob is in the White House. They're in the White House, and they are, so far, going unpunished. Trump impeached in the House, but of course, likely to be acquitted in the Senate. So hopefully one of the things we'll know by tomorrow or maybe by Friday is what of all of this treasure trove of information will be part of the impeachment trial in the Senate, which witnesses will be subpoenaed to come in. We want to hear from John Bolton. We should hear from Rudy Giuliani. Hopefully Lev Parnas will be participating. It seems he has the goods and is all of a sudden more than willing to actually spill them. This is getting insane. And we're going to have follow-up coverage of this on our Instagram account. If you are on Instagram, follow the David Pakman Show at David Pakman Show. And while you're there, follow me at David.Pakman.